I'm wearing my Harvard hoodie today is because there was a study done at Harvard. And interestingly enough, it was a really enlightening result. So what they saw is they rigged a game of Monopoly. And they did this thousands of times. And they rigged it in such a way where obviously you started the game with much more money, resources, houses, hotels, all of the things that we in this world would say are privilege. And then they recorded and they watched how the players would play. And what would end up happening 100% of the time. Interesting what a skewed result. Very rarely do we see results where it's 100%. But what would happen is, and again, when I say 100%, they would all exhibit one of these specific qualities or one of these specific characteristics. So they didn't all do the exact same thing, but 100% of them exhibited some of these qualities. And one of them being the player would start to play louder, smack their piece on the table a little bit louder. They would cheat. They would allow themselves to present how they played the game in a much different light if they were on the other side of the table. The way that they would interact with other players was demeaning, demoralizing, inappropriate, and just downright trash. Yet, they knew the game was rigged. They knew that they had been given an additional resource and that they had been entitled in the game. They had been given a completely unfair set of starting positions. Hey guys, don't forget to subscribe, and here's a quick word from our sponsor. Hey handsome, this video is brought to you by Keegley Franchise. If you want to have a wholesale business that's as awesome as mine, because it kind of is mine, but it'll be yours, what you want to do is click on the link in the description and figure out how you can have a conversation with somebody on my team and become a Keegley Franchise. Now stop watching me over here and watch me over there, bear. However, the resulting behaviors were so interesting to watch. And so this same group of researchers at Harvard took that beyond a game of Monopoly, and they took it to the streets. And then they started to look at drivers in vehicles. And they would obviously be able to tell who had more or less than others based on the vehicle, right? If you're driving around in a 2022 Rolls-Royce Cullinan, you might be more likely to run a red light. You might be more likely to break the law. Yet, if you are in a hooptie, you would be more compliant, more readily available to follow the rules of the game. So, as we as a community grow in wealth, one of the things that saddens me is when, as we develop and as we grow, that shift in our mind starts to happen, where we believe that we're different than our starting position, that we no longer are available, happy to help. I'm not speaking to anybody specifically here, by the way, guys, so please don't think, but if I'm talking to you right now, I'm talking to you. But I'm not specifically talking to anybody right now, just so you understand. This is not, I have nobody in mind, but if I'm speaking to you right now, then just let it be. And understand the heart sees and hears what the heart sees and hears. Thanks for watching another one of my YouTube videos. Now it's your turn to go out and take some action. But before you do, like and subscribe to my channel, because the law of reciprocity means you owe me.